The Mountain Man. The real estate agent had been stricken down by an influenza crisper than the typical variety going around town for the past 2 weeks, so it was up to me, his apprentice, to handle his cases the best I could until he was standing upright once more. Everything had been ticking over fairly fine so far. I wasn't him, but I wasn't adding any shame to the practice. Then today happened. A telegram was delivered to the office. It asked for an evaluation forthwith. A hearty bonus was mentioned if we could be there by noon. Who could argue with 1,000 clams? I drove there, up out to the high ground, the low mountains of Hopperville, as promptly as my station wagon could take me. The house I was to inspect rose out of the earth, not personable, not very personable, but very well personable. I sighed at the sheer glory of its scope. The client greeted me at the front gate. He took my hand into his foamy grip and shook it, then introduced himself as Mr. John Alps. The man wore braces that twinkled in his mouth. The braces wore a used sandwich and whiskey drool. He showed me around his property. He presented his kitchen first. I gasped. How I gasped. The walls weren't made out of bricks. Nothing of it. They stood composed of handcuffed children, bound together and writhing, shackled, stacks of boys, columns of little girls. Some of the faces were skeleton skulls with their mouths nailed open. Nudity in 3D. I ran free of Alps and went from room to room to room, seeing the same vision. His house was a breathing, screaming, giggling, pissing, shitting, stinking mansion of captured infants and pre-pubescents. He asked me what I thought of the place. Well, I had to act like a professional. I told him its insulation should sell it alone. There weren't too many locations in this neck of the woods double glazed by petrified teardrops.